Hey lovies, welcome to my channel, Craft Away with May. I'm May. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back to hang out with me. I appreciate you so very much. Here on my channel, I love to do all things crafting and DIY. All my items are budget friendly and fun to do. If you like that type of crafting or DIY, I'm sure you'll like it here, so please consider joining my channel. Today's craft is Patriotic inspired. I know I'm a little late in the game, however, someone asked me to do a centerpiece for them, so I decided why not incorporate some other items. So today we're going to start with this faux planner, which is going to be a centerpiece. I'm going to be using some natural wood pieces that I got from Daiso, off of Amazon, some bows, and the wooden star that I got from Dollar Tree, some flower picks that I picked up from Michael's. So I will be sticking, of course, to the theme, the red, white, and blue. Paint I will be using is going to be coming from Folk Art and Ample Barrel. So as you can see here, these are actually like trinket boxes, and they're pretty cool and very versatile. I got these from Daiso for $1.50 at the time. They do now have a price point starting at $1.75. But nonetheless, I really like these boxes, and I have used them for this particular type of craft in the past. And all I'm going to do here is go in and give it a good coat, and I say about one-ish because I didn't give it two full coats of the white paint by Folk Art. And then I'm taking these wooden medallions that I ordered off of Amazon. I went in with two different blues because I wasn't sure of which color would come closest to, what was in the bow. And that bow did come from Dollar Tree. And ultimately, I chose to go with the darker of the blues, which I believe is called English Navy. And I'm going to take these wooden candlestick holders that I got from Michael's. I believe it could have been Hobby Lobby. But nonetheless, they're very easy to find, whether it's Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or on Amazon. And they're the miniature size ones. They're not, I'll say they're probably about 2 inches, maybe 1.5 inches tall. I was going to say high, but tall, high, either way. And I just gave them all full coats of the English Navy. And those wood rings, Dollar Tree does have those now, but I purchased those some time ago off of Amazon. It was a huge pack of them. But nonetheless, I'm going to be using those, and you'll see where I'm going to place those. They're going to act as handles for the planner. And so here I just went in with one coat of that English Navy. I didn't want to do full coats throughout the project because I wanted to give this rustic, farmhouse, old school, patriotic look. And so I wanted to look worn out. As you know, when we're doing that, that's the whole goal, right? So basically, I just used those medallions. I placed them on the candlesticks face down because even though I'm not painting the bottom of the boxes, and this is just me, and I know some people's preference is to paint all over the boxes, but or items that they're creating, I'm just not one of those people, especially if it's a spot where it's not going to be seen. But that's, it's a personal preference in my opinion. So here I'm just laying it out sideways just so you can get an idea of how it's going to come together. And basically I got the black actual greenery plants that were in there. I got those from Daiso as well. I thought I was going to keep the greenery, but as I went through, I was like, no, it just throws it off. I want the real true red, white, and blue. And so I removed those from there and just replaced them with the red flowers. And I believe those were geraniums, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so all I did here was just glued everything together. And I kind of wish I had only did 2 candlesticks at the bottom. But, I mean, I don't know. It was a little weird to me when I saw all 3 of them together, but nonetheless, it was already on there. They were binded, so I really couldn't remove them. I could have removed them, but it probably would have torn the wood at the bottom. But basically, I just added everything in and I glued it together. And as you saw on the side, the little rings, I used those for like I said, handles. And here I'm going to go in with this star and use some of the half beads to plug up the holes. At first I thought it was just one hole, but then when I looked at it, I was like, oh, it's 3, so that's just part of the design. But I didn't really like that because it's going to be sticking up, so it would have looked like it was just a hole that, you know, was supposed to be for hanging. So I decided to cover that up with half beads. So here we're going to move on over to the next project. And as always, guys, I will show everything at the end once it's all put together. So here I just decided to go with some jars that I got from the coastal decor section at Dollar Tree. And I thought, hey, you know, this is already blue and white. Why not just paint the jute twine red? And so I decided to do that. Now, it was not pretty. It was okay, but I don't know. It was not the prettiest, okay? But it worked for this. So my thought here with these little jars is I wanted them to mimic like firecrackers going off. I know that's extreme, but the light that I put in there, I think it's called like a luminescence light, or if that's the brand, I'm not really sure. But nonetheless, it changes to 3 different colors. And so it's like a red, green, and blue. And I was like, oh, that'll be cute, especially behind the blue. And I was kind of concerned about the green coming through, but I was like, you know what? When fireworks go up, they're all different colors, right? Right. Okay. So that was my logic behind it, you guys. So here I am. I did take a little bit of that red paint and put it over the starfish just because it looks so much like a starfish. But I just wanted to kind of, I don't know, give it some like red dots because it had little ridges on it. I'm stretching. I know, you guys, I'm stretching it out. But nonetheless, that's what I did here. And then I had these foam wands, or they were wands with foam stars, but it was called foam wands on the packaging. So here I wanted to, of course, you know, cut this down, put it into the little candle holder, just like a star, you know, beaming out. My whole little imagination just went way left, you guys. It just went all over the place. But nonetheless, I just went in, I kept the tassels that were on there, tied bows to them or made bows out of them, and just plugged them in there. I did use some lilacs in here, and you'll see at the end, it made the light come through a little bit more. You know, I don't know if that makes sense, but you'll see what I'm talking about. And you can't really see right now because the light is on. Hello. But it came in a pack of 4, so I used one. I cut one down and then I left one extremely long. But in the end, after I did my video, I decided not to use it. But in the end, when I'm showing everything together, it is going to be there. But yeah, so nonetheless, anyway, I thought I was going to use some more of the stars on this paddle I had. It was already pre-painted. I was going to use it in another project that I decided not to. But I didn't put the foam stars here. I just went straight with this USA tassel that I had. Well, not a tassel, but sign that I got from Dollar Tree, and removed that burlap off the back of it. It was super easy to come off. I thought I was going to have some difficulty, which is why you see my flower clippers there. But it popped out, the staples and burlap popped off super easy. And it was covered in glitter, which is annoying to me. But I went in with some the bacon adhesive spray and covered it, and it did seal it. However, that spray was a beast. But all I did was add some super glue and Gorilla Glue to that, and tack them to the side of that paddle, because that's gonna it can also act as a centerpiece as well. And that's where those little candle lights are gonna go, the ones that's supposed to be, you know, like fireworks. All right, so this next project I'm jumping into already here is some Lightbulb terrariums that I found at Dollar Tree. I thought was super cute, and I had these for a while. I know I wanted to do something with them. I just wasn't sure. I know I was not going to put any plants in them, but I knew I wanted them for some type of lighting just because they were the light bulb shape. And what better place than to add them here? And so this will go alongside the faux planner. And what I did was take out the jute twine that it was hanging from, and I added in some beads. I got this line of beads, or string of beads, line of beads, oh my goodness, you guys. String of beads, 2 rolls from Hobby Lobby, and I love them. They're natural wood beads, super tiny, and all I did was replace the jute twine with the beads, and I just went in and applied some super glue and some Gorilla Glue, and because it has like a little peak up in there like that, you can really put a lot of glue in. So that's what I did, and just let those sit to the side. And so I actually got these cameras. Oh my goodness, you guys, here we go. I got these candles from my church. My church was giving away boxes of candles, and so I was able to get quite a few packs of these, and they come with the batteries and everything, and the texture of them, they actually feel like real candles, but they're, of course, they're they're lead candles. So all I did was like a macrame style rope onto the candles, and I twisted them up in the top of the light bulb. I hope that makes sense, to hold them in place. Literally, because that's how the jute twine was. It was not tacked down or anything. So I just figured, let me try that, and it worked. So there it is. I think they really look super cute already. I was gonna change out that gold rim, but I really like it, you know, to each his own. But I really liked it, especially since this bow had gold you know, wrapped around it. I thought that was super cute, but in the end I didn't I left it like that because I like that. Sorry for the noise, if you guys could hear that in the background. But here I had some more ribbon, or I don't know if it's considered ribbon. Yeah, it's like a suede material with little beads on it, or square embellishments on it. And I got this from not Dollar Tree, from Walmart for $1. And so I had red and white, and I was like, okay, I want to put these around these wood rounds. The wood rounds came from Dollar Tree, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to use red or white, so I decided to use one of each. So you guys let me know which one works better, and I'll change it around. But I actually like them both, the two different colors, to be honest. But nonetheless, here it is. I put them on there. I did not glue them down as of yet, but they kind of mimic little lamps, which tied into that old school patriotic look, right? And then next, I'm using a cutting board that I got from Daiso. It was $1.50, and it was about 11, I want to say 11 by 7.5 inches, something like that. And I'm just removing the plastic here on there. And what I was initially going to do here was take the napkins, the patriotic napkins that I got from Dollar Tree, and do a decoupage on here. But when I laid the napkin out, I was not feeling it because of the 4 sections. Like, it just, I don't know, it was too busy for my eyes. And so I decided to use one of the flags that I got from Dollar Tree. So this came in a pack of 3, and it was like almost a perfect fit. I wanted to have a little bit of that background showing from the wood, but like width wise, it was almost spot on. And so I really like that. So this material, I don't know, it's like a polyester material, I guess, but it's super thin. And so I was going to initially put it on just the natural wood, do the decoupage, and I was like, nope, I want the white to come through. I want that white to make it pop. So I did go in with a coat of white paint, again, just like a coat, 1 coat and a half, if you will. And I just really put it on there nice and thick. Once it dried, I went in with the Mod Podge, and this was a brand new bottle of Mod Podge, but it had already had like some clumping in it, so I'm not sure why that happened. But nonetheless, you know, I just removed that and kept on rolling. And so here I just laid it out, and it was so pretty, and like it just started absorbing the Mod Podge almost immediately. So I really just went in. I did pour a little bit more on there, you know, just to get it really saturated, but it was really coming through pretty good. I did notice like on the edges though, it was kind of lifting. So again, I just went in with a little extra of the Mod Podge, and guys, I gotta tell you, this really did, it looked like it was painted on there. And that's what I love about decoupage, how it just can take something and make it look like you spent hours painting it or drawing it. So I really like that. And I just gave it really good coats because I was not sure how the material was going to hold up, but it held up perfectly. And look at that, like it looks like a little bitty like a flag plaque. And so I wanted to create, basically, hello, I don't think I mentioned that part. I was trying to make a little serving tray. Of course, you're not going to put anything on, you know, you're not going to actually carry something on here. It's just for display purposes. And so I had these handles that I purchased off of Amazon, a whole bag of them, super, super inexpensive. And I was so happy right there with the way it adhered to the board. And then I took some half beads because I wanted to rise it. I didn't want a high riser. I just wanted like just a little bit of a lift. So I went in with some of my larger half beads and just added those to the corners. Again, unfinished on the bottom, personal preference, okay? So I just did that, let that dry, and then I took some of the smaller half beads that I have and put them on the ends of the handles. I could have screwed these in, but I didn't want to because this wood is so lightweight, and again, it's just for display purposes. It's not to carry anything on there. It's just literally if you want to leave it standalone by itself, or if you want to put something on, which you will see I put one of the Lightbulb little lamps on there. And so I did stain the little beads just so they'll blend a little bit more. And I added some of that wax to the actual handles too, because they were a little bit too shiny, they were a little bit more shiny than what I wanted. And so what I'm doing here is I'm taking some of that wax, I'm distressing, because again, I want this to look old and worn and tattered, you know, like somebody just found this and you know, if that makes sense. So, but that's what I'm doing here. And so as you see, I'm just like dabbing that wax around, and I thought the wax would probably make it shiny, but it didn't. But here it is, you guys. Look how cute and simple it is. And you can always add some wording here if you have a Cricut Joy, some stencils, some stickers, but I just wanted it to be just like this. And yeah, and I like it. So but yeah, I hope it is some, you know, give you guys some type of inspiration, because, you know, Dollar Tree does sell the wood pieces now. So it's something we can find anywhere basically at this point. And here's the planner, you guys. So I think it came out super cute. I still don't know how to feel about those 3 little legs at the bottom, but I think this was truly adorable. The star, the bow, the planner, everything to me, just it really looks patriotic, and it definitely represents the red, white, and blue here. And here's the little lamps over to the side. I really like them. Like I said, I kind of think I want to leave them one red, one white on that base. But yeah, you guys, like this was a lot of fun to do, and I'm really bummed that I waited so long, you know, to even do it. I should have started sooner, but you know, I'm like, hey, better late than never, right? And if you guys have not, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you here. I hope you guys enjoyed the content today. As I share in so many videos, I'm still learning. Sorry for all the word fumbles and everything. I just get so excited, and I try to capture and talk about everything, which I probably should just be quiet, right? But nonetheless, I do appreciate you guys stopping by to spend time with me. I hope you come back to hang out with me. If there is something you want to see, let me know. You know, I would definitely love to try it. And like I said, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing, all of that good stuff. You know, I would appreciate it so much. And thank you to my first 100 subscribers again. I can't say thank you enough. You know, but yeah, look at that USA sign, guys. Oh, I did not expect that to come out like that as well either. So, and here's where I put the lamp on the tray. This is just really, really adorable to me. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you make something, let me know. I love to check it out and see what you have going on. I threw that star in there in the back too. I thought it was going to probably be too Christmassy, but no, it looks really nice. All of it looks really, really, really pretty together. And as I always like to say, lovies, you know, fall in love every day. Every day that you have an opportunity to open your eyes is an opportunity to find something to fall in love with. So here's until the next video, lovies. Take care and happy crafting the days away. Bye.